Hi, I'm Tracy Sinclair, and no, this is not really my normal world. 907 Sports is really the arena of Jordan Rodenberger, but he is in Fairbanks at the World Eskimo Indian Olympics. So I'm stepping in because we really wanted to share some extended interviews with the 4 winners of Mount Marathon. It's a great race. It's amazing the people that do it, whether they win or not, just the fact that they do it. This year in particular, when you hear some of these interviews, you're going to hear how tough it was, particularly when we talk to the men's winner. He's done this race before, and he talks about the conditions for this year, so you'll want to hear that. But we are going to start off with the winner of the girls' junior race, and that is Tania Boonstra, and she's run this race twice, and well, she won this year.
I feel really good. I mean, last year I was so close to it, and then this year I did it, so I feel like, yeah, really happy. Yeah, I think this time I really tried to push really hard on the uphill because I knew that I'm not as strong as the downhill, so I think that definitely helped me. I feel like at the cliffs when I got there, I was like, okay, there's not a girl, yeah, I just gotta push down the road, and I think I got this. I think just like going up, it was just so slippery and everything. You're just trying to like grab everything you could to just pull your way up the hill. I did it one time, I think a little bit ago, and it was like really slippery. I was like, oh boy, hopefully it warms up, but it did not at all. I mean, my competition was really good. I know that. I knew it was going to be hard to do it. I knew I was going to have to work for it, but I think just like coming right off the cliffs and everyone's just there cheering, it just feels so amazing. I definitely think I want to do it again.
Well, congratulations. Like I said, this is her second time to run it and her first time winning it. Looks like she'll be back again. The winner of the junior boys was Cody Marvin, and he has also run this before. He has actually won this before, and his family has a pretty deep connection with this race. Now, I did leave the answer or the questions in here, so you hear a little bit softer tone of Jordan asking those questions, but here's what Cody Marvin had to say about his win.
It was fun. It's kind of like, I was like, well, Lord, if you want it to be muddy, at least make it epic. So it was epic. It was a mud mess. Just the mud up high, like trying to cross the trail, I like slid down backward a section, and it was just kind of fun. But it was a mess.
At what point did you just kind of pull away and kind of say, this is my race here?
Kind of right from right out of the top of the roots. I came out behind one guy and then passed him within like 20 yards, and so.
And how do you think, your preparation with races earlier this year, got you ready for this one here?
Just hiking. It's good in general. This one's unique, so we practice it. But
you've done it a few times this summer?
3 or 4, yeah.
How cool is it to do it with your family, your siblings, and your parents and stuff?
Oh, it's really fun that we just all have fun as a family doing it and can just hang out and, yeah, pray. Like my mom says, we pray together, train together, and race together. So I'm just so thankful that I can be in such an awesome family, and it's our family tradition to go run.
Absolutely, man. And, one more year to, keep at it.
Yeah.
What are you excited about, for your last year ahead of that?
I mean, I would like to get Bill's record, but it's also kind of cool that he's really supportive about it, and it's stood for 50 years, and there's not many records in the state that have done that, so.
And what can you say about the competition that you faced and just this community in general?
I think it's a really good running community, and Vaviorn and Robbie and them, and a couple of our friends, Raven Spangler and Blaze Rubio, they're all super fast, and they're going to be on the podium in these next few years and be winning it. So I think I'm excited to graduate and watch that. I think it's one of my favorites just because it's short, fast, and steep, and it's just always kind of fun to come down the road with everybody cheering and just come down here with my family to camp and train.
And congratulations to Cody Marvin for winning the boys' junior race. And I just have to say, you see him running down the street, mud all over him, and just exhausted. So I am just so impressed by all of these racers. And in particular, this is Christy Marvin. Yes, it is Cody's mother. And you're going to see Cody make a reappearance toward the end of her interview.
It's really amazing. It's something that, I dreamt about, but never thought I'd actually see to fruition. So, yeah, just amazing. Really great. Very thankful. It's amazing, honestly. A lot of people ask how I do it and how I do it as such an old lady, and it's really just I feel like if you never stop trying, you never stop pushing, you never stop striving for your best, you're ultimately, you can pull out big days even when you're older. That's what I love most about mountain running, is it really is a community where everybody comes alongside of each other. We all work together, and I do a lot of coaching, and I talk a lot to my athletes about being excellent in sport. And to me, excellence isn't always about winning. It's about doing your best and bringing others with you. And I had a verse for today, Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do it with all your heart as if unto the Lord. And that's just what I had going through my head today. And wanted to bring as many of those ladies up there with me as I could, but ultimately it was just really fun too at the end of the day to come across first. This year's course was a mess. Like, honestly, it was worse than I've ever raced it before, and this is my 10th year, so.
All right,
And this is my buddy Kobe!
I think it's cool, but she just wanted to have more wins than me.
Yeah, that's true. I love Kobe. I love his attitude. He's super fun, and he keeps it fun, but he keeps it chill.
Yeah.
He is one of those kids that is excellent in sport. Nice job, buddy.
Yeah, my mom's awesome though.
What have you learned from her, both technical side, the mental side? What have you learned from her over?
Go really hard. And then
your liver look.
She still makes me puke in workouts. And I still have to try to beat her every day. So I'm just glad I'm not in the same race as her. I think I'm retiring from racing her.
Yeah.
That is so amazing, that family. And I would like to point out that Christy mentioned a couple of times that she could do this when she's older. She's 42. I mean, seriously. She's doing, at any age, she's brilliant, but 42, my friend, you are not old, so you keep doing whatever you're going to do. Now, the winner of the men's race was David Norris. Again, he's run this race before, and he's won this race before. In fact, he's won all 4 times that he has run this race. So this guy knows what he's doing, and he had a couple comments about what the mountain was like this year.
Yeah, I'm just stoked to pull this off and be healthy, and hanging out with all these guys is awesome. I was a little discouraged early on because I took basically 2 wrong turns, and I was like kind of had a little bit of the like, what am I doing? Like just like, chill out. And then I kind of found my groove and just enjoyed the race. I feel like some years I've just like focused and ran straight through the line, and then I'm like, man, I'm in Seward, this is Mount Marathon, I should enjoy it, and then hopefully maybe some of those high fives get some young kids excited and they do it themselves. In the woods, that was like the gnarliest conditions I've ever seen. Like, there's definitely like 5 minutes straight of like hands on the dirt, like grabbing weeds and roots and all sorts of crazy stuff. And it was cool because like I'd look back and I see like the bushes shaking, and it was Darren climbing through the woods behind me. And so he definitely kept the pressure on me for quite a long time. It's amazing. Like last night we were talking to Eric Strabel, and he was giving me a little bit of the history of this race, and it's really cool to be a part of that. I think you just look around at this, and it's kind of lousy weather, and everyone's still out here. Half the field was shirtless. Like, it's just this coolest community, and I don't think this would happen anywhere else. I think it's big for me, and last year I was really aiming towards this race, and I hurt myself, couldn't do it. So like to make it down here, pull it off, be with my family, like it's really special.
Well, it was a special race for all of the racers, in particular the 4 winners. We congratulate everybody who completed it. Now, if you want to see more about this year's Mount Marathon, we've got several stories on our website, alaskasnewssource.com. This is the Athletes of the Week. Of course, these were our star athletes for that week, so they get that title. And so you want to check that out. Again, alaskasnewssource.com, and check out Jordan Rodenberger's coverage. And he'll be back in a couple weeks. Like I said, he's up doing the World Eskimo in the Olympics. We're going to have coverage on that on next week's 907 Sports. Thank you so much for joining us. Have yourself a great day. And don't forget, you can always find news, weather, and of course your sports on alaskasnewssource.com and our streaming platforms.